Nice to meet you, Prime Minister Wickremesinghe. Please have a seat. Thank you so much.
Well, looking at what has happened, it has to go down, but it will come up again.
Are you concerned about whether buying Russian crude could damage relations with the West, or even about the moral implications of it?
We need the fuel, and now we are negotiating with private suppliers. It's not that we go and buy anything, it's the private suppliers who give us oil, and we buy it from them. So part of it, the issue here is that there's a lot of oil going around which can be sourced back informally to Iran or to Russia. So sometimes you may not know what oil you are buying, but we are looking at other sources of oil, fuel that are traditional sources from the Middle East, where we've been taking, where we have been purchasing fuel.
I mean, it seems like you still need more fuel, so would you consider?
We will, yes. If we can get from any other sources, we'll get from there, otherwise they may have to go to Russia again. And Sri Lanka has had many connections, friends abroad. Well, Sri Lanka's example is that this contraction is our own making. It had nothing to do with Ukraine or anywhere else. What Ukraine has done is crisis has impacted on our homemade economic contraction, so it becomes worse. But you could see around us now countries getting affected by the Ukraine crisis. Nepal is one instance, I think. So you will find more countries getting affected.
What about the global reaction to the crisis from places like the US and the UK and the West? Do you think they should be paying more attention?
Well, they have intervened. They said they will help. I think they have a lot on their plate, including firstly the spending they are doing on the Ukraine front. Secondly, the economy is also getting bad there. I think for the first time, $1 litre of petrol has shot beyond $5. Inflation would be about 10%. UK is even worse. So amidst that, they have to help us. Which has a long gestation period. That may be the case. So we'll have to identify what are the projects that we need for economic recovery and take loans for those projects, whether it be from China or from others. Chinese interest rates are higher than the soft loans of the Japanese, but still it is lower than the commercial the commercial rates. It's a question of where do we deploy the resources. For a long time, not only China, we've been deploying our resources in non-priority areas. That's what's happened. Ukraine is impacting on a homemade crisis. We've been talking with China. Chinese have their own system of how they give relief, but China has agreed to come in with the other countries to give relief to Sri Lanka, which is the first step, which means that they all have to agree how the cuts are to take place and in what manner it should take place.
Mothers are struggling to get milk to feed their babies. Petrol and gas queues are stretching kilometers, and even things like toilet paper have become difficult to get. What has it been like to see? How do you, as a citizen of Sri Lanka, feel about the situation?
Terrible, both as a citizen and as Prime Minister. I've generally been in governments where I ensured people had 3 meals and the income is being increased. Well, now we are going to have a contraction in the economy. It may be 3.5, 4, maybe 6. So that's going to be bad. We still haven't had the full impact of the contraction. So this is why we need next year to recover. Actually, we are peculiar because of the 3 main parties.
Do you ever think you would be seeing something like this?
No, I never thought that. From 70 to 77, yes, we had difficult times. We had to have food substitutes. Not like this. I would not seen economy contracting, people without fuel, without food.
Thank you so much, Mr. Prime Minister.
Thank you. Okay.
Thank you again.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you so
And
much.
you.
So much. All your help. It's been great. Thanks.
Okay.
Thank you.
Returning to India or going to be here?